AGamer here, and some people have asked me for a warrior build that actually utilizes the Berserker Spec. So after testing out a couple of builds, I think I actually have found one that deals a decent amount of damage and actually has a high survivability.
Don't touch mine.
Let's start with my utilities. Healing Signet. There's basically nothing else you should be using other than the Healing Signet. I mean, look at it. 282 health per second, and if you have Adrenaline health, you're basically going to be healing about 1k a second. So, yeah, you can do the math. 20 seconds, you're up to full health again. Signet Might. I like that little 180 extra power, but main reason why I use this is because my attacks become unblockable for about 6 seconds. So let's say I'm fighting a Guardian that's about 3k health. He's going to pop some sort of block to try and heal himself back up. Pop my Signet of Might, I kill shot him and volley, he's down. So, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Doliac Signet, also 180 toughness, so I like that. Main reason why I use this is because of the stability. So if I'm fighting 2v2 somewhere and one of the enemy is down and I'm the only person who has stability, I am going to get that stomp and turn that 2v2 into a 2v1 in our favor. So yeah, very useful. Berserker Stance. One of the main weaknesses to this class is basically just heavy condi pressure, so this is my answer to that. I gain resistance for about 9 seconds, which gives me plenty of time to just either run away or get rid of those condis by just kill shotting or arc and slice. Just get rid of those condis. Headbutt. This is the only real rage ability available for, I guess, the elites slot. I mean, look at it. It actually does a decent amount of damage, 2k, gets my adrenaline all the way up, stuns them for 3 seconds, actually breaks stuns. So actually, yeah, this headbutt's actually fairly useful in general. So those are my utilities. Let's take a look at my equipment. Alright, so for my equipment, the rifle, as I love the rifle, still my favorite weapon. Sigil of Force and Sigil of Generosity for it. Sigil of Generosity, just a little safety net for my weakness, which is Condi, just to get rid of that. And then also a little something new here, rather than my greatsword, I'm using the mace and shield. This is just to increase my survivability just a little bit longer. Also, you know, blocking's pretty good. Sigil of Legion and Sigil of Agility, just a little bit of extra health when I swap, and then I just like the little extra mobility when I get swiftness on it. And then for my Rune of the Strength, just a little bit more extra power, as long with Might and just extra damage, 5% extra damage while under the effects of Might, which basically means I'm going to have 5% extra damage all the time since my Might stacks relatively quickly. Night Amulet, I love the toughness, so if I have plenty of toughness, I don't need vitality. And then for my power, I don't really need more power if I have precision, since I'm just basically going to be critting a lot, which is almost about 50% extra damage on top of that. So that is my equipment. Let's take a look at my specializations. Alright, so for specs, defense, discipline, and berserker. So since I'm using the shield, obviously shield master is almost a must. Actually, it is a must. I'm still using armored attack mainly because I still don't feel that endure pain. I mean, with the 60-second cooldown just for invulnerability for 4 seconds, and even then, conditions still get through, is just really not that useful. So armored attack is still what I use. And then cleanse and iron, basically just condi removal. I'm going to be in berserker fairly often, so every time I hit some 3 condis, gone. Alright, so for discipline, still using the rifle, so crack shot is still a must. I'm not really a big fan of warrior sprint, so that's fine. Brello's recovery, just another little safety net for myself for just removing condis. You can swap this out with destruction of the empower just if you want a little bit more damage increase, basically, but I still just want that condi removal. And then burst mastery, so every time I hit with my burst, a little more extra damage never hurt, and also I get some of my adrenaline back. That's always a plus. And then also for berserker. Smash Brawler, basically my burst and my berserk mode just recharge a bit faster, so I like that as fast as I can get into my berserk. The faster I can get into my berserker, the better. Dead or alive, basically just a little bit more safety for myself. If I do go down, at least I get 5k health back. There's nothing really here that I can really use. I'm not using a torch, and ferocity I don't really even need, honestly. And then Eternal Champion. This can be technically switched out with Bloody Roar. I mean, it depends what you want. I just like a little stability, little safety with the stability. Basically, if someone's down, but my Doliac Signet's still on cooldown, going in Berserk basically just gives me stability, and I'll be able to get that stomp. But if you want a little bit more extra damage and just taunt some enemies so they will be interrupted for a little while, go with that. So that is basically my build, and so if you like the build, give it a like, and if it actually helps out, leave a comment. So other than that, enjoy using the build.